Welcome to Tri-Valley's presentation on the measures of academic progress. The MAP test, as it is known, has been developed by NWEA, Northwest Evaluation Association. NWEA is a national company who's developed tests that many school districts use, and they provide us with national data. Tri-Valley tests all students in kindergarten through grade 8 in ELA and math. The tests are administered in the fall, winter, and spring. Students take the tests on the computer with tests read to them for kindergarten and first grade students via computer headphones. The teachers use the results of the test to determine each child's instructional level and how best to help each student. We will look at the parent reports today. The teachers do receive many other reports that they also use to help determine best ways to work with each student. On this screen, you will see math domains for the particular grade level for the student report that we're about to look at. The 4 domains from Common Core Learning Standards for this student at this grade are operations and algebraic thinking, measurement and data, and number and operations, and geometry. The words that you see here, low, 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 and low average, are actually the student's performance compared to national averages, which you'll see on the next screen. This is an example of a student progress report for math. The blue line represents the student's performance, and the yellow line represents the national average over the same period of time. So for this student, you can see that they started out a bit below the average for the nation and continued to increase during the school year and made good progress. At the spring of 2016, the student was just about at the average level. In the fall of 2016, the student score fell below the average, and the dotted blue line shows the projected growth for that student during this school year. The scores over here are the actual numerical scores for the student for the RIT score. The RIT score is not a percentage score or a grade level score. Rather, it is an equal interval scale that shows as students gain progress in skills, shows their growth. The 179 to the 185 are simply the range that the student actual score could be in because of statistical error. The student score is 182, but it could actually be a 181. They give that range to take into account the fact that any test or poll will have a certain amount of error. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see the mathematics goal performance for the fall 2016-17. So this is where the student is now, and it does coincide with what you see as the blue line and the yellow line. So this student is lower than the average for these 4 domains. In ELA, the domains looked at for this grade level are literature, vocabulary acquisition and use, and lexile range, and informational text. Lexile range is a reading level, and it is not associated with a grade level, again, but it gives a reading level for the student and for material that the student is reading. And this student is a BR, which is below level. We will see this again on the bottom of the next screen, which is an ELA report. This is another sample progress report for a student, and this one is for ELA. In this case, again, the yellow line is the national average. The blue line is the student performance. And the student performance, again, dropped from spring to fall and is expected to continue to increase during the school year based on the student's history. Again, here are the RIT scores for the student, and at the bottom of the screen you will see the domains for the student and their scores. And you might also see on your student's report, you might see average, high average. So these words here are just an indication of where the student is compared to the national. In summary, the student progress reports show students' progress over time. We look at each student's results individually, both to identify goals and to measure progress from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Our mid-year test gives us a feeling of where the student is in the middle of the year as well. We have other things that we work with the students to help them develop skills, including some other programs from NWEA and other companies that we use, as well as our own teaching material and New York State modules and anything else that we bring in to supplement the modules that we are using for curriculum in grades K through 6. In grades 7 and 8, they also use the modules, but they have a lot of material that they are using as well. So nothing is based strictly on the modules throughout K-8. And our instructional methods and practice exercises are matched to our students' needs using the data from the math reports and NWEA reports. Thank you very much for your attention. We hope that you will contact us with questions at any time. Thank you very much.